Hello, guys. Lego vs. Barry. I'm escaping from prison today, and I'm telling mysterious stories while escaping. Don't forget to watch until the end. Let's start! Story name: The Vanishing Golden Cup. Once upon a time, there was a mysterious island called the Golden Island, located in the middle of the sea. This island was said to hold a treasure, but no one dared to go there to find it. To reach the treasure, one had to embark on a dangerous and mysterious journey. The island was uninhabited, very distant, and no one who went there ever returned. I'm going to take a little break from the story, guys. I'll tell you the rest. Yes, we can continue. According to legend, the island was once home to a great kingdom. The kingdom's most valuable treasure was an ancient golden cup. This cup held the world's most powerful magical powers. However, over time, the cup disappeared, and with it, the entire kingdom's treasure vanished. After the cup was lost, the island became cursed. Those who went there vanished without a trace. One day, a brave group of children decided to find this lost treasure. They were not just after an adventure, they were also searching for the lost trace of an ancestor who had disappeared on the island years ago. Ela, the leader of the group, was determined and clever. Her closest friends, Arda, Zeynep, Can, and Mert, were just as excited and ready for the challenge. Each of them had unique skills, but they all shared one goal: to find the treasure and uncover the lost kingdom. Ella had discovered an ancient map that showed the way to the Golden Island. The map was old, yellowed, and torn around the edges, but Ella studied it carefully and deciphered the route. With no hesitation, they decided to set sail and find the treasure. Everyone was excited but nervous. After all, the journey to the Golden Island could be dangerous. They set sail on an old boat, traveling for days across the sea. After a long journey, they finally arrived at the island. The island was truly mysterious. Surrounded by mist, it gave the feeling that everything was lost with every step they took. The moment they stepped onto the island, they noticed something strange. Everything around them was different. The trees were enormous and ancient. The air seemed as though it had never changed in centuries. It was so quiet they could only hear their own breaths. Ela abriu o mapa e começou a explorar a ilha. Zeynep carefully observed their surroundings, while Arda tried to figure out the meaning of the ancient symbols on the map. According to the legend, we have to overcome 3 major obstacles to find the treasure, Arda said. The first obstacle is the giant bird that guards the island. The second is the magical forest. The third is the cursed stones that protect the treasure. As they continued following the map, they finally came across a large cliff. At the edge of the cliff stood a massive statue. The statue was of an ancient guardian god, standing still for centuries. Zeynep walked around the statue, sensing something odd. "This statue might be a trap," she said. "Something is changing." Ella carefully studied the map and began to understand the symbols around the statue. "Yes, it's a trap, but if we take the right steps, we can pass," she said. With quick and careful movements, they followed the steps and successfully crossed the cliff. But this was just the beginning. A little further, they entered what the map referred to as the magical forest. The trees were so thick that very little sunlight reached the ground. Strange sounds echoed from the depths of the forest with every step they took. Ela disse: "Devemos ser cuidadosos para não nos perdermos nessa floresta." Zeynep picked up strange pieces of soil from the ground and examined them. Suddenly a voice called out, "Turn back! You will only get lost in this forest." The children looked around but saw no one. They could only hear the rustling of the wind through the trees. "Who's there?" Can called out, but there was no answer. Then the wind began to howl and the branches of the trees creaked, and a shadow appeared. Ella quickly thought of what to do. "Let's move quickly," she said. And at that moment, lights began to flash around them. In the depths of the forest, a door appeared. The children stepped through the door and into a vast cave. Their eyes were immediately dazzled by the sight. Everything was covered in gold. This was the moment they had been waiting for. The treasure was finally within their reach. In the center of the room stood a massive golden cup. The cup was glowing, brighter than anything they had ever seen. But there was something strange. The cup was surrounded by sparkling lights, as if something was protecting it. Ella carefully stepped forward and reached for the cup. But just as she was about to touch it, a voice echoed from the walls of the cave. "Stop!" the voice warned. "If you take the treasure, everything will change." At that moment, the children were surrounded by magical light. Suddenly everything vanished. The cup and gold disappeared, leaving only a blinding light. The children found themselves in a completely different place. When they looked at the map again, they noticed that it had changed. The old map was now replaced with a new one, showing a different island and a new treasure. Ela sorriu e disse: "Então isso foi apenas o início. We're going on a new adventure to find the real treasure." And so, with the mystery of the golden cup still unsolved, the children set out on a new quest. A quest that would lead them to uncover the true secrets of the Lost Kingdom. The children were ready for the next chapter of their adventure. The real treasure was still waiting to be found, and a new world of mysteries awaited them. Yes, guys, I will tell the rest of the story from the video 2 days later. Guys, those who are curious can subscribe and follow my videos. If you like the story, don't forget to like the video, guys. Yeah, I escaped from prison, guys. See you in the next videos. Take care. Bye bye.